Hey, we are live. We are live. Welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome to Hanging with the Dreamer. I am your humble host, the Dreamer, and today I am joined by Mr. Andy Black from Germany. Andy, how are you?
Hello, Will. Nice to meet you, and hello out there. And yeah, great to be here.
It's awesome. Awesome. So let's get right into it, Andy. What is the history behind Mission in Black?
Oh, I hope you got enough time when I started back when we started the band. You need plenty of time. Um, the history behind the band, as we talked before, Will, the band's existing now for the Danny and me started the band about 10 or 11 years ago. But the band was a result of former band Spellbound. It's a typical German old-fashioned thrash band. Was typical German thrash band. And as we split off, Daniel and me and Hannes, we wanted to start a new project or new band because we love making music, and we were altogether a bit disappointed because of the ending of Spellbound. And so we had another good friend of mine, Martin Grimm, and we as a four-piece, we started Mission in Black, to be honest, without having any mission or any plan what we are doing in the close future. And we started to write new songs and combined our ideas and did this first demo CD. And after that, we got some positive reactions of the music. We tried to give it a bit a professional touch. And for Hannes and Martin, it was a bit too much playing shows every weekend. And it's well, you might know that it's playing the live shows is fun, but all behind the band is lots of work. And the two other guys, it's they want to spend more times with their families, with their friends. They got some other private issues to. It wasn't possible to bring Mission in Black one step further as this four piece. And so Daniel and me, we searched a long time for the right musicians to go this semi-professional way to bring the band a bit further. And we spent years, and we were really disappointed at one point because we got this long friendship together, and everybody who's coming in the band, he has to find his own place. And after a few months, there was with this, it was not the right feeling to bring it together. There were lots of guitarists coming and going. We got singers, and it's not easy to find a suitable singer for that we wanted them to do. So to keep it a little bit shorter, we were on one point, we wrote the whole album without having the right singer for the album. The instrumental parts of the songs were ready for about 10 or 11 songs. And we were so disappointed that we looked at each other and said, let's quit this, let's keep it on down and stop the band and making some sports or whatever. But it does not make any sense searching for musicians longer time. And then our singer on the album, Becky, contacted me. We had this advertising, these ads in several magazines and online. And Becky contacted me just to ask me, what about the record? Is it ready? Can I listen to it? And Becky is a professional musician. He's doing everything, every kind of musical style, from pop music, from country music, from heavy metal music, whatever. And she's earning her money with that. And for her, it was not possible to tour with us or to playing several shows every weekend. And after this year, she asked me just to get in contact again. Hey, what's up with the record of you guys? Did you find a suitable singer for the band? And I told her on the phone, no, Becky, we split the band off and we stopped making music. Daniel is whatever. I'm making martial arts again or
Exactly.
whatever.
Right. Right.
Yeah. And she said me on the phone, "Oh, Andy, I finished my projects at the moment and send me some sound files. Maybe I have any ideas and maybe we can do
Wow.
this kind of project together." And I sent her, I'm not sure, it's 3 years ago, one or two demo tracks in the evening. And I'm not kidding. 2 or 3 hours later, sent me a return mail. "Andy, I was down in my studio, sang one or two lines over your songs. It's pretty cool. Maybe you like it." And as I listened to these two demo songs, they blew me away. We never expected. We know these songs with male vocals from Hannes that days. And she had this completely new style with vocals. This She's half American, half German, so it was no problem with the lyrics. She
Hmm.
has a really good English in comparison to mine, and she the songs blew me away. I know our songs for years, but these vocals, these melody lines, they were awesome. And I sent them to Danny, and Daniel returned me, "What the hell? Who is singing on our songs?" And, yeah, it's Becky. You might know her. We were in contact for a long time, and then, that sounds great. I think we should not split off the band. I think we should record this stuff now. And so we were three-pieced, a guitarist, a weird drummer, and a phenomenal singer. And we contacted Andy Klassen, our producer from the Spellbound days.
Amazing.
And we should record the songs, but we get no money. Our singer is in Braunschweig, which is about 700 kilometers away from our home base. I come with my drum kit. Let's record the drums. Danny will record the guitars with help from our former band members. And Becky delivered, I don't know, about 40 tracks, different vocal styles and ever. And
Amazing.
built
Amazing.
that we built that together to this Anthem of the Dying Breed album. That's the history till some years ago.
Mm.
So everything went fine. We were looking for new musicians, found a guitarist and a bass player, and the next thing to come was looking for a record deal. And then El Puerto Records came up. We sent demos to several record companies, Germany-wide and international-wide, Europe-wide. I think we sent some demos to the United States as well. But most of the record companies, yeah, you're too old, or it's not our style, or whatever. And El Puerto Records, they made the best offer. And also, I know the guys from El Puerto Records a little bit, and they had an eye on our band some years before. And one of the owner of El Puerto Records is the main man and guitarist of Brainstorm, the German power metal band. And we're good friends as well. And they offered us that record deal, and that's it. Then we got that deal, and still everything went fine. And it's as we told before, it's like a little dream came true, having an own record deal and having a published record in the stores. It's a really cool thing. But shit always goes backwards and goes down. So we have to do video clips. This Welcome the Apocalypse video you might have seen. And with this, all the problems started again because of Becky had some personal problems with her health and with several personal issues, and that makes it impossible for her to play shows with us or to be in the south of Germany for making this video clip. And we are booked some release shows for this record. Everything was scheduled to release the record. And we have a singer which is not able to perform on stage. So I called our boss from our record label called Bernd. Bernd, we have to meet up. We won't talk by phone. We have to meet up. You're cutting me if I'm talking too long, but it's a totally weird history.
No, that I enjoy history.
Yeah.
So you
And
talk.
so then we met at the headquarters of El Puerto Records, and when we came in, he looked in my eyes, and there are two possibilities. You hit with Danny, or you got rid of your singer. What's happening? I say, Becky is not able to perform with us live, and he told me, we're not able to bring out a record without having live shows. It's not. You can't break a studio project in 2018. These times are gone. You have to perform live, otherwise you will not sell any CD because nobody will mention Mission in Black without having live shows. Yeah, and the same problems start again in 2018 or 17. The record should be released in 2017. So we postponed all the scheduled plans. We post the release day, and I was disappointed again. But with having good friends, and I'm really thankful and grateful to have such friends like Hinky or Toddy from Brainstorm, and they called me. I know this young lady. She got an incredible voice, and maybe she can help you out having these live shows until Becky is okay again, and Becky is healthy and can perform with you. So we came to Steffi Stuber, and this young lady, Danny and me, at this time she has another metal band, more that proggy stuff, not that style we do, but nevertheless we drove to a concert from her band, watched her, and she knows that we were coming up and watching her show. And Danny had some beers. After the concert, he walked straight up to the stage, went over to her and said, I'm Daniel from Mission in Black. You had a phone call with my drummer Andy. He's the guy with the red face in front of the stage. Are you willing to join us and help us out with our release shows and whatever? And all the other guys of the band watched Daniel and me, and I thought, they will kill us in some seconds, but they're really fine guys, and they already knew, and it was no problem. And Steffi went up to our rehearsal room, and we had some sessions together, and she had some thoughts, and let's have a try. And we're doing some shows together. We did some more small and secret shows to perform together. And what should I say? It was perfect feeling. And we did these release shows. We did the video shooting with her. Also, our video guy you can't do a band video without having a singer. So we put our heads together and did some brainstorming, and I came up with this idea: put Steffi as this anchor woman to reading the news in this Welcome the Apocalypse video. And the rest is history. We got again in contact with Becky, and she was totally okay being replaced by Steffi. There was no anger or everything. For Becky, it's the chance to doing her music and earning her money from her music. And Steffi got into the band until last year. She got both bands parallel together, and then she quit the other band, and now it's perfect. Steffi's the front woman of the band and the face of the band, the voice of the band, and we're really happy with her. It's she's she's got so much power. I'm an old guy, and I love this power from these young people. For me, it's really a big pleasure sitting behind my drum kit and watch these young musicians performing and doing a really great job in front of me. That's great. And now I'm here talking to you.
The over here in the chat, thank you for sharing that. Over in the chat, we have Essential Guitarist saying, "Hey everyone, happy Friday." Before I
Happy
go on, because there's some more in the chat that I need to recognize. Very important. Thank you for everybody for being here. I always the Essential Guitarist group on Facebook is one of my shout outs in the show because they share my show and the group really pushes my show out there. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, Essential Guitarists. And thank you for joining Andy and myself today. And for anybody that watches this live now and anybody that watches this on the rerun, I want to highly recommend the Essential Guitarists group on Facebook. I love this band. I love this group. And I'm very grateful to be a part of this group. And thank you, thank you, thank you for always sharing my shows. Now we have Mr. Bishop from El Puerto Records.
Matt is controlling if I'm doing fine here and doing no bullshit.
Well, thank you for being here, Matt. Thank you very much. And thank you for introducing me to Andy. I find Andy to be a quite enjoyable gentleman, and I'm very happy that we're talking. I am very grateful that I know Andy Black now, and I know the music of Mission in Black, in which we'll talk about the music a little more in a minute. Thank you for being here, Mr. Bischoff. Aha. Now we got Mike guitars. Good talk. Good talk, Andy. That's
Great.
awesome. Yeah, he really likes the song Mission in Black. There's Mike Guitars saying, "What up, bro? How you doing, Mike? Thank you for being here." Oh, my pleasure. Thank you. Thank you, Central Guitars. All right, Cutter Savage is here. What's going on, Cutter? Welcome to the show, man. Cutter, I'd like you to meet Andy Black, live from Germany. The band, the drummer, and the driving power of Mission in Black. Check out. This is Andy Black. Andy, this is Cutter.
Hi, Cutter. Nice to see what you're writing.
um, Mike and Cutter know each other. So now, while we're waiting for more people to show up, let's talk about you were you were kind enough to share some stories of Mission in Black playing at the Wacken Festival there in Germany. Would you like to talk about that a little bit?
Oh, that was not with Mission in Black. That was with the former band Spellbound. With Mission in
Oh,
Black, at
I
that time we got not this opportunity, but we will hope we will that chance. We'll have that chance a little later. At the moment, there are no festivals in Germany. The same
hmm
as last year. It's not possible to play anything, but we hope it will get better the next months. Whatever will happen.
So what was that like for when you were playing with Spellbound, what was that like playing in the press tent at the Vodka Festival?
It was really, as I mentioned before, the live show. It's for me, it's a big passion to make the music I love for 25 years now,
Mm.
and I never had that. For sure, I had that dream playing a big festival, but I never expected that it is the Wacken Festival. Although, to be honest, it was just in the press tent, but there are already about 3,000 journalists and press people with an accreditation on the Wacken Festival, and they got a big stage, and we got own backliners and stuff. Normally, I bring up my drum kit myself. I do not have any roadies or whatever, so it felt strange, to be honest. Because I was really nervous, and I think it was the worst gig I ever played drums on. But because of it was so surreal, it was not. There was the press people, and we got this press conference for the new Spellbound album at that times, um, and then it's like. A bit, I'm in a dream. Can anybody hit me or grab me in my arm? It's not real what I'm doing here. I got this all areas pass on my neck, and yeah, it was great, really great feeling. And I met all these musicians. I have the records behind me in my CD shelf, and I met them live, and they came along, and yeah, great performance. When will you play outside? And so I don't know. It was really strange, but one of my memories I kept in my heart. No one will can take that away, and that's what it's all about. And also with Mission in Black in the last 2 years, um, we also Spellbound was not my band. I'm not the founder of the former band. I get into Spellbound as just as the drummer, so it was important for me. But now with Mission in Black, which is a baby of me and Daniel and Steffi now. And what we achieved the last 2 years, there were, to be honest, there were smaller steps. But it also was a really great feeling to share stages with bands like Brainstorm or with bands like Mystic Prophecy. They were in Germany, well-known bands, and they play the bigger venues. And we, in 2020, before the this whole Corona thing came up, we got confirmations for some bigger festivals, like for example, in Austria, a big festival to share stages with my idol band. Except I got into metal with Except back in the late 80s, and for me it was that great. Moment as we got this request to play this festival in Austria, the Area 53 festival, with bands with Accept and I think Exodus were also on this festival. I'm a great fan of this Bay Area thrash metal of the 80s, and um,
Gary
so it's
Hall.
yeah, Gary Holt, great, an old Slayer fan. Dave Lombardo is responsible for me to starting playing drums. So it's like a dream came true, but then the Corona thing came up, and we hope we can do these festivals in maybe this year, but I think in 2022. It's cool, yeah.
Well, Cutter Savage, good friend of mine that's in the chat, he's saying nice, saying you're a nice man. He goes, great to virtually meet you, Andy.
Thanks a lot.
You know, I have some real good people in the chat that show up every week. And I can't tell you if it wasn't for the good people that show up every week, I I would I don't know if I'd still be doing what I do. I Because I know that being a creative artist it can get real discouraging at times, But the important thing is, and what I while I was the watching Mission in Black's videos again this morning, I was reminded that no matter how hard life gets, and no matter how discouraged maybe as artists or creative content creator artist people um might feel, keep pushing, keep going, because it's like this, you know what I mean? When something's coming against you, you're just like, I can't deal with this anymore. Punch back, just keep going, because at the end of the day, whatever it is that's coming against you will be gone.
Yeah.
It'll be gone. It'll disappear. It may seem like, oh, it's never gonna go away. It's, you know, never gonna leave me alone, but it'll disappear. Just keep pushing forward. And that's one of the things that keeps me doing what I do. And as well as I could say to you, Andy, it just my 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 stepfather, who died, God rest his soul, he passed on, but he told me, whatever the mind of William Starr Dunham, that's me, can conceive and believe, William Starr Dunham can achieve. Well, I say that to you, whatever the mind of Andy Black can conceive, can think of, believe in what you're thinking of, Andy Black too can achieve. And I think that the um, when you were able to have that experience of playing the press tent at the fucking festival, and then last year lining things up to go play with Accept, that is a good example of a good reason to keep pushing,
For
and
sure. Yeah.
to know that you were that close to playing with Accept. Ah, that's got to drive your creative spirit and your heart. That's got to drive and just push you and push you, like, I almost played with freaking Accept, and opened up for them and share the stage with them. That says a lot about your character as a drummer, as a musician. That says a lot about your character as an artist. That says a lot about the character, the artists around you, your bandmates around you, to get Accept's attention, that to the point of saying, hey, we want you to open up for us. Oh, that that's got to be the greatest feeling in the world, knowing that you have that inside, knowing that you are capable of 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 making that happen, and you have it inside of you to be able to share, you
Yeah.
know?
We'll see what's happening this year or next year. But it's as you mentioned, it's you have to. We're living in weird times at the moment. That's I think in the United States it's the same as here in Europe or in Germany, and
Yeah.
we all do not know what is coming up next. But the if you for me it's also not that easy to be um, motivated and keep on going whatever, because everything around, I'm not allowed to meet my friends, we're not allowed to have band rehearsals at the moment. Germany is in the, I think, in the second or third shutdown at the moment. We're not
Mm,
allowed to play shows, there are no pubs, there are no restaurants open, so we're forced to stay at home at the moment.
mm,
That gives me the chance to talk to you at the moment. Normally I'll be in our rehearsing room, and I'm not here to complain about the situation, because everybody knows that we're fucked at the moment. Um, but the thing is, um, for sure, I'm really disappointed because of having had missed about 45 shows the last years. Um, and for sure, I'm disappointed not meeting my friends at the moment and hang out with them together. But keeping your head into your own ass, it's not the way out. And I was down with Mission in Black, and we were close to the point to quit up with the band several times. We lost musicians, we got no record deal, whatever. Now we got this deal, now I have a new opportunity to bring the band one step further. So we have to take one step after the other, and that's what it's about. And I don't know when I stop making music. I hope it will take me some more years, but someday that day will come, and then I can look back to my life and just say, yeah, maybe I was not the biggest rock star, whatever that means in these days, but
mm.
I have recorded my own music. I have played on every fucking record I did myself with my friends together, and I have these records on my wall and look back, and I'm a grateful man then, because it's nobody can take that away from me. And in my case, it's making music, playing drums, and bringing this band a step further. In your case, um, nobody will take your podcast show, for example, away. And I think we should focus on this. Take your creativity, whatever it means, doing sports, doing music, do whatever you want, but take your dreams and try to bring them one step further. Maybe you will not achieve everything, but it's better than not trying it.
See, that's pardon me, Andy. That's the thing. I have a. I mean, you can't stop trying if um if you don't keep trying. I mean, I could sit here all day, right? I could sit here in my little creative little space here, and I could sit here and I could go, Matt, I wish somebody's gonna knock at my front door. Somebody is gonna hand me a briefcase, full of money, or somebody is gonna drop off a whole bunch of guitar boxes at my front door with a note. As much as I wish that would happen, in all reality, I don't know who that happens for. Number one, number two, you I gotta work for everything that I want because you know it's gotta keep pushing, gotta keep pushing. It's just so very important. Don't give up, don't stop, because I oh I'll finish that thought there in a second. Marcy Douglas is here. Hey, Will, catching up. Got busy at work. Marcy thought she missed a live show. No. Guitar Fairy. Marcy's a real good songwriter in her own right. Wow, that's awesome, Marcy. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we are live with Andy Black. Say hi to Andy Black from Germany, Marcy. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people always show up. Well, I have in the effort to have a more professional uh, TV show and social media show, I created this commercial break. So the Dreamer and Andy Black from Germany will return right after this commercial break. And we are back. Welcome back, Andy.
Hi, Will.
I like to have fun on my show, you know. Life's too short. So um what I wanted to ask, well, let's see. I need to see what the chat room was saying. Marcy's laughing at me. That's funny. Essential guitar is good. Okay. It worked. That's great. See, that's the beauty of living in a creative environment. the, the stuff pops up out of nowhere. I'm wondering what my next commercial's gonna be. Gotta keep pushing. Gotta be creative. You gotta yeah, you gotta keep pushing forward. So oh, I love the creative spirit. It just gives me bumps up and down my heart. Well, let's see what Cutter Savage has to say. Dude, I'm gonna have bad dreams about those leprechauns. Sorry, Cutter. So I like to have fun. Good Cutter. Such a guitarist. Mar- Marcy's cracking up. I have good people in my chat every week.
I think so, yeah, really.
Your laughter is great. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I know that's why they call me the dreamer. You know? Because I have things like this.
Yeah.
You know? Keep pushing, keep dreaming, everybody. Keep going. Ah! So I hit the light. The So getting back on track here. Sorry, Andy.
Right, no problem.
So get mid the mic and everything. Okay, so yeah, I know Mike's watching going, you're weird, dude. Yeah, I am. I believe in magic and I believe in creativity. Can I get those leprechauns in my next video? Sure, man. I'll, se- I'll send you the MP4 file. Cut it. So, cut it. He wants leprechauns for his next video. Cool, man. I'll send you. I'll send you the video. Uh, okay. Okay. Breathe. Breathe. Stare into the ball. Okay. 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 So my I had a question for you, Andy. So what what I wanted to ask you was just as long as he dresses up like what? I want the goal.
That's good.
I think we all want their gold, Bill. Be honest about it. I know I do. So what I wanted to ask you, dear Andy in Germany, I wanted to ask you, my dear friend, I wanted to ask you, what are your goals? What are you hoping to see happen for Mission in Black as we finally come come to an end of all this insanity? What do you hope happens for Mission in Black?
Paul, that's always a really difficult question. I'm not thinking in these long-term things. The next thing that we wanna, and that's not my wish. That's obviously we're talking together, and the rest of the band is somewhere at home. But all of the band, we want to make the next record. We're at the songwriting at the moment. We're taking our time to write the next record. We will record this album maybe late summer this year, and the next goal to achieve with Mission in Black is to bring. That's the first record which Steffi is on from the beginning. So we might change. We will not change our musical style. We will also have this melody in our music. Have this brutal vocals, which Steffi can do both. And for our next goal is to have the best possible record with Steffi on it, making some video clips, and then play live wherever we can, and playing as much live as we can, because that's, for me as the drummer, I'm not this really creative guy with your guitarist friends in the chat. I'm not able, and it's better not having a drummer to write songs. Every guitarist knows that. So I will have for me, my heart is I'm living for playing live, for having the interaction with the audience, for meeting new people wherever we will go to play there. And it's, for me, it's the best thing, going out, leave your daily job behind, and driving with this small van somewhere in Germany, somewhere in Europe, I don't know where, and enjoy that time. I'm so happy that I got the health and I got the opportunity to drive around and play my own kind of music. So that's the next goal for me personally, and then for the whole band, making the best record which is possible with these five guys, or four guys and the lady, and then bring us together with our record label, together with our booking company, bringing the next step. And I don't know if there are many clubs in Germany after these insane times, but I know there are so many bands in Germany, around Germany, from the United States, wherever we are, and everybody wants to play live. And there are few clubs and lots of bands, so everything will get harder than it is at the moment, or before that crisis we have at the moment. So we have to push, as you told, keep on pushing, and bring the band back on stage as fast as we can, and as fast as we are allowed to play live. And for me personally, lots of bands came up with these streaming events, and that's not the same. It's okay doing that for one or two times. We did that at the beginning of this crisis and this Corona thing. We did a really improvised stream from our rehearsal room, but it was, we have to cancel the show, and then we got really disappointed back in our rehearsal room, um, and then we asked two friends of ours, our merchandise guys, yeah, take your cell phones, and we're doing one or two songs directly from the catacombs of our rehearsal room. And the other on the other side, these streaming events, it's not the same. It's not the same for the audience, and you're playing alone in your rehearsal room, streaming in the internet. Nah, that's not my kind of thing. I want to go out and I want to meet some friends. I want to drink with the guys in front of stage after the show, having a beer together, meeting new people. And I think there are so many things which is dividing mankind at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think in the United States, there are the same kind of problems as we have in
Yes.
Germany at the
Yes.
moment. It's not
Very much so.
possible, and I think the last year things are getting worse, more and more and more. Um,
I agree.
I know back in the times it was possible to have different opinions, and it was okay to have different opinions. And I think the last year everybody's sitting behind his laptop, behind his cell phone, whatever, and is putting some silly commands in social media. I'm not sure if this is the right way to behave with each other. And in
No,
my
it's
in
not.
my opinion, wherever I have played live in the last 25 years, it's a different thing talking to people and have this direct interaction. And yeah, and the music brings people together, and there are so many things um, people is dividing at the moment. So it's more important than ever to have this cultural thing getting back as fast as we can do that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. Well, I have to agree with you 150%. I miss
thanks.
that. I miss that. I miss going out, seeing the bands, having a few beers, enjoying the people around me. I I miss that. I had that for so long,
Yeah,
and that all of a sudden it's I miss it. I miss going out and talking to people. I
yeah,
miss I miss you know, like you and Andy, could be sitting together at a table or something, having a few beers or whatever, and somebody will walk up and you say, "Oh yeah, this is my friend the Dreamer from the United States." I miss that. I miss that interaction, you know.
Yeah,
Or I miss the interaction. Hey, I'd like you to meet my dear friend Andy from Germany. And you know, I miss that interaction. Uh and that's one of the reasons why I keep doing my shows, because I get to talk to people,
yeah,
and I get to meet people, you know, and meet people that I get along with, and not, you know, I'm kind of an odd person. I'm just I'm very unique. I think we're both very unique in our own ways, and it's not easy. Well, I know it's not easy for myself for people to understand me, you know, the way I think or some I'm just me, you know, I I see how I see, I dream like I dream, I believe what I believe, and you know, that's the magical journey of everything, you know, and that that's what makes times like this so special to me, you know. So on the subject of Mission in Black, what is the main inspiration behind the band's video for Welcome to the Apocalypse?
Oh, that's really a difficult question because responsible for the lyrics is our former singer Becky, and she's also a weird mind. But to bring it together, I think, as we mentioned before, we're living in completely weird times, and my intention was to not to have Mission in Black singing or performing lyrics about partying and whatever. That's, I think, the music and the lyrics. It's a combination which should fit together, and I think our promoter Matt, he wrote in one kind of, I think it was in a video description of our Oceans of Blood video. She wrote the some kind of metal with message, and I think that's what Welcome the Apocalypse is also about. We're destroying our planet, and everybody knows that with the behavior we have the last 40, 60 years or whatever years, we will destroy this planet we all live on. And in my opinion, lots of people don't give a fuck about that. Um, I'm not here to teach anybody what he should do or what he should do not, but I think it's also not a job, but for me it is responsible, or I'm responsible as a musician to talk about things, not to teach anybody, but to say, hi, you love our music, great, but maybe listen to our lyrics and make your own picture of what's going on there. You should not behave like we do. We're making mistakes all the, but read the lyrics and make your own thoughts and get your own informations. Think for yourself if everything what is going on at the moment is okay or is not okay. And so Welcome the Apocalypse was I think the intention from Becky was, yeah, maybe it's, we cannot stop what is coming. Maybe whole mankind is getting fucked, and nobody cares about this planet. Nobody cares about the animals. Nobody cares about whatever. So then sit back and welcome this apocalypse. We're going straight ahead at the moment. So yeah,
That's okay. You know what? Somebody needs to put it out there because I totally agree, and especially now in with the way the current times are, it's truly survival of the strongest, and the weak will fall, and it's sad because we're all humans. We all have a heart. We all have a soul. We all have the capability of caring and of loving. Why aren't we showing it? What is so hard? I could sit around and I could be angry and upset and mad about the coronavirus and mad about no live music, mad that I can't meet with my friends, you know? Or do I want to find a way to talk to my friends and enjoy the moment? What's better, you know? Do I want to stand for something like saving the earth? It boggles the mind. The earth is the foundation of what we do. Without being on the without having a world that's functioning, that's healthy, that's vibrant, how are you going to make music? How am I going to do my show if the world around us is crumbling? You know, it's just common sense. And I don't get it. I don't understand why people don't care because it would be easy for me not to care about a lot of things. You know, but you gotta care though because if you don't care, the things around us, you know, if I don't care what's going on outside the door, what's going to happen if I walk outside the door tonight? Want to go out, get some fresh air, enjoy the night a little bit? What's going to happen if there's nothing left?
Mm.
There's nothing to take in. There's nothing to enjoy. There's nothing to connect with. There's no, you know, animals, no big raccoons running in the trees at night. There's no birds very quietly chirping off into the black night, off into the distance. You know, I just don't get it. Why people don't care. It's quite honestly, I feel bad for people like that because they're missing out. They're missing out on the beauty of magic and they're missing out on the beauty of inspiration, you know?
Yeah.
That's sad. It's sad. In the chat, I'm glad you brought that up, Andy. I really am. We got Fruitcake Tony. Say Fruitcake Tony's here. Hey, Marcy Cutter. We all know each other. We're all family. Marcy saying hi to Tony. Marcy. Fruitcake Tony. I love the name. Well, yeah, Tony's good people, man. Should check out Fruitcake Tony's show. He's got this every week. He's got this show called Show My Pick. So he has a whole bunch of guitar picks from
Oh,
years. years and years of
Oh,
conflict.
I understood that wrong. Show my pig. Why everybody should show his pigs with a G at the end? So no.
No, no, not that. I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I'm,
yeah,
I'm talking about guitar picks.
yeah. I recognize that now. So you guys are really weird in the United States. Show my pig. What?
No, not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Funny. That's a good one. Let's see. What else for King Tony has to say? Thank you. Going on down here. Marcy says, "Hey, bring them to the empty canvas. Open them into the imagination of current events." Oh, I want to see what Marcy's talking about. That's interesting. Oh, make them understand more. Talking about people who don't care. Even though lockdown makes for great opportunities to create, many artists are saying it's too hard to be creative in such unseemly times. Well, you know what, Fruitcake Tony? I have an artist right here. Why don't you ask him about that? What do you think, Andy? Do you think in being in these uncertain times, is it hard for you to be able to create
I think
music?
I think it's when I watch social media, everybody of the well-known musicians is posting, yeah, we're writing new songs of these professional musicians. For sure, they got this 24 hours time at the moment to write new songs. In our case, it's a bit different. As I mentioned, we're not that a fully professional band. So every one of us has this normal day job to earning the money. So we got less time to be creative, and being creative is nothing you can do from 9 to 5, or this evening I sit down and I be creative for 2 hours. So it's um, really different in Danny's case, who is writing the material, or Eddie, our new guitarist. I can't give them a phone call and say, hey, it's 8 p.m. in the evening, you have to be creative now. And in Danny's way, he's fighting to keep his job, and he's fighting at the moment to keep his family, to earn enough money to can buy food or to pay the tax or whatever. The same in the United States. So he has no free thoughts for writing songs at the moment, because there are other things at the moment which are much more important than ah yeah, I have to fill up my fridge, I have to pay the tax, I have to keep my job going to earn enough money to pay my taxes. And then, yeah, Andy gave me a phone call, I have to write new songs. That's not the most important thing at the moment.
Right.
So it's really difficult to, with all these surroundings at the moment, to keep your creativity and keep it alive in the same way as we have in the so-called normal times. So yes, it's way more difficult for musicians as we are to you have to be in a good mood to write new songs. There must be something like a flow to write a new song. It's not like writing something down and then there must be an energy, and there must be dreams or inspirations, and at the moment the inspirations are really bad, to be honest. So we got some new ideas, we got some new songs, but it's way more difficult to keep them up and to bring them together, because as I mentioned before, at the moment we're not allowed to play together in our rehearsal room, so we have to change our ideas by the internet, by web, by stream. It's all possible, but it's not the same thing than writing music together in the rehearsal room. So at the moment it's really difficult. We keep on pushing for sure, but yeah, I think the next album will be a bit more aggressive than the last one.
I would think so. I would hope so. I would hope so. I I like what Marcy said. Marcy Douglas, my friend Marcy Douglas said. For for me, creativity comes from inspiration, and it comes at all hours, anytime, anywhere.
Yeah, she's
I
she's I totally agree.
she's right. She's so right about that. Oh gosh, I can't tell you how many times that I've sat up. Oh, hi Janice, how you doing? Janice, I would like you to meet my dear friend Andy Black from Germany. Andy, this is Janice.
Hi, Janice.
The I can't tell you how many times, Andy, I've waking up in the middle of the night, tossing and turning, I can't sleep. I'm like, ah. So I sit up and I'm like sitting there on the side of the bed, not trying to wake up my wife or anything, not trying to wake Cindy up. I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the wall. And all of a sudden, a little thought will pop in my head. Wow, well, try this. When you get up and get your coffee and wake up, when you get out of bed in a few hours, try this. I'll have that thought in the back of my mind. Or I'll get a thought over here going like, well, this is so easy to solve. Just ask your guests if they would like to play. That's all you got to do is give them a platform and ask your guests, would you like to come back on the show and play? I've been wanting to improve my show format. So I'd really like to um, create a section called Play Live and give the artists, the bands, and the musicians that come on my show, Andy Black, and and a chance to play to to get all this coronavirus, forget about this stuff for the time is, and play, keep those muscles going. So I definitely want to make sure that even though you much rather play live, which I'm all about that. I'm live music is my number one thing.
Yeah,
But but I would love to have you come back on the show and have some other of your bandmates can come via remote, and I'd love to have you guys play because I want more live music on my show. I love Mission in Black's music,
thanks a lot.
and I would love to have you guys play sometime. So I just want to put it out there and make sure that I gave you that offer
Yeah,
just for something to think about.
for sure. Yeah,
Who knows how long all this stuff is gonna last, you know?
we don't know. Maybe we are forced to play more streaming, and yeah, we'll see what is happening in the close future.
You know,
But I'm sure we will bring back music live on stage. I got not the fantasy how and how long it will take us, but uh, you can't keep you can't force people uh, for more than a few months to keep away from all these social contacts, and I'm sure we will get back that in the close future.
so that's wonderful. I hope this ends. I miss live music. I miss going out, seeing bands. I miss meeting people. I go out and see a band would be a lot easier for me to say, "Hey, you want to be on my show?" I I I am. I miss that. I miss that, and we all need it. We all need it. You need it, Andy. Mission and Black needs it. I need it. My good friends my dear friends in the chat need it. A lot of people need it, because it's just, makes Cindy happy to go out with her girlfriends and go have a good time, or and makes me happy. I get to go talk to people, and we get to be with our friends, and it's just a good thing, and I miss it. I miss it. It's been way too long. But see, that's the thing, is that even though been way too long, and we have no idea how much longer this is all gonna take, um, times like this, times like right now,
Yeah,
is what's so special, you know. I like what Marcy says. It's what intrigues. Oh, we're talking about creativity. It's what it's what moves you, what you think is fun, to see results, because the ideas of a song are way different. I write alone. I would love to experience too. She loved. I know Marcy is fully more than ready to play with people,
yeah,
and she was on my show earlier this week, and she performed. She played. She put on some backing tracks, and she performed. Yes, she was great, and that means a lot. I'm happy to see Marcy say that. Fruitcake Tony, all of all of our favorites who aren't wealthy superstars, like the Stones, the Rolling Stones, actually have weekday jobs and do weekend flyouts only, are faced with the same virus economic issues as the rest of us.
yeah. I
You
think
know,
that's the same all around the world at the moment.
I I would like, what I hope is that Andy, is that you and Mission in Black will be able to perform with Udo Dirk Snyder. Will be able to
That would be
perform.
great.
That'd be awesome. That'd be wonderful. Gosh, gosh, that I would just like to meet him.
Me too.
And thank him for encouraging me through his music to keep pushing and to keep doing what I do. I, him and Doro Pesh are like my heart. When it comes to music and inspiration, and as much as I love Accept, which I still love Accept, but because me and Accept's music go back to the early '80s, and I'm a very I'm a big time. I love accepts music. And also there's another band in Germany, perhaps you've heard of them. They're called Mono Inc. Mono Inc. I love them.
Really?
I
Yeah,
love
that's
them.
a totally different style to Udo Dirkschneider, or except Mono Inc. It's more a bit electronic based music with German lyrics. Or in part that they sing in English. I'm not sure, but I know Mono Inc. They got great success in Germany.
They have they have just the Carl on guitar, and they just a great mixture of music. You have some electronic, but then the music and the guitars and the bass and Lady Cut the Mia on the drums. It's just like it's just powerful. And Martin Engler, the singer, who I personally admire, I admire his writing style, and I understand what he's talking about. See, I see I know what he's talking about because I feel it. Just at Mono Inc.'s another band that would be a complete. I I reached out to them on YouTube and said, "Hey, I," but I way I reach out to you, and I love Mono Inc. I love Mono Inc. and they're good. They're good. The whole storyline behind their music and the whole storyline behind all of their albums, it's pretty intense. Pretty
Cool.
intense. So with Mission in Black, what I wanted to I just wanted to I can't help it, but I need to mention, the music that I love, and you being in Germany and all, I thought maybe you might appreciate that. Maybe.
Maybe.
the so what would be the inspiration behind Sea of Blood?
Oceans of Blood. The
Oceans of Blood.
Yeah. The inspiration. That's quite easy to answer. For years now, I've been a volunteer in this Sea Shepherd organization, the NGO, and I'm doing it in my little. I got little free time beside the band and beside my job and beside my relationship to my wife. So I got this little more free time, and then I joined Sea Shepherd. I think 3 or 4 years ago as a volunteer onshore at the moment, because it's not possible to go offshore with the band, beside the band,
Hmm.
because I've got not enough time to go
Right.
short for 3 or 4 months in a row. So and when Daniel wrote the song Oceans of Blood, I got this film inside my head, this movie. I heard the song and I heard the melody lines and I heard the parts of the song, and I got this inspiration for the lyrics of the song. And I contacted Becky, our singer at that time, and told her about my thoughts and about my uh, history, about my story about this song, and about the things she could sing about. And I sent her video material and photos of what we with Sea Shepherd are fighting for or fighting against. And she took that material and made these great lyrics out of that. And it I still have goosebumps when I listen, and especially when I watch the video. And we asked the Sea Shepherd Germany chapter, hey, we're doing a song. We want to get people's audience to watch what is happening in our oceans at the moment and what is happening to the wildlife at the oceans at the moment. And do you give us the permission to use original footage of what you have taken all around the globe the last years? And I'm so happy that we got this permission to have the original cruel photos on this video. And this all together, it was a personal aim for me to bring that out to, and it's making me so proud to have this song, the lyrics, Daniel's melody lines, and the great voice of Steffi on this song. Yeah, and it's great for me to see that lots of people take care about, and we gave them the little push on their shoulder to, hey, we did not know about the slaughter of dolphins in the Japanese Gulf. We did not know about the slaughtering of whales in Iceland or the Faroe Islands or whatever. And yeah, it's this little stone we might have thrown to some people while they're watching our videos, and they get interested in do some more asking for more informations about what is happening at the moment. So yeah, that's it. That's the thing behind Oceans of Blood.
So well, couple more things. Just one thing I wanted to ask you, Andy. Now, while I'm listening to you play drums, I know what I hear, but I may be wrong because I'm not a drummer. Who are your influences, musical influences?
As we talked about that before the show starts, I think Dave Lombardo is responsible for me to play drums. I love this guy. I got into metal in the late '80s, and as I told you, I came into the metal music. It all starts, for me personally, it starts with Kiss. Nobody would have been expected this. And a bit older friend of mine, he listened to Kiss in the 80s, and I saw these first covers of the records with these masked guys on it. And so I got catched in this more guitar based music, and then it goes really fast. And we were two friends, and we got this competition, which one of us is bringing the harder music and the faster music. And then it was, I think it was 1987, and then this Rain in Blood record came out from Slayer, and I was totally, it was like a smash in the face when I heard songs like Angel of Death or Postmortem or Raining Blood. And exactly this was the time, the wow, it's so incredible. It's it must be not a human being playing these drums. They are so really fast and powerful and whatever. And so I got in contact with this idol of mine, with Dave Lombardo. I think he is there are so many great drummers all around the world, but he was this point of inspiration for me to start playing the drums. But I also love really gothic drums. Heard from Rush, he will always be, he's called the professor on drums. And I also love him playing the drums in the not in this kind of powerful way, but in the thing he's making with these drums. And listening to a Rush record, I have to be in the right mood to listen to this kind of music. But he is one of the greatest drummer. And yeah, the Destroy album changed my life. Yeah, and there are so many more drummers at the nowadays. I love, what should I say? Yeah, I think these two drummers are really great. Also, Pa, Yeah, too many to mention. But I think with the power and the in the thrash metal way, it will always be Dave Lombardo, and what technique and the complete drumming universe. I think with Neil Peart, everything will be great.
Well, Andy, I'll tell you, and here we have Marcy Douglas saying she loves the new Accept album.
Yeah, it's a great one. I agree.
It's wonderful. Yeah, love that heavy metal scene. Ah, does anybody does anybody in the chat have any questions for Andy while my dear friend is here? And also, Andy, what I wanted to ask you, the last thing I wanted to ask you was, are there any are there any companies or any friends or any bands that you want to say hi to and give a shout out to?
For sure. Our good friends from Brainstorm, to mention them first because we share rehearsal room, we share everything. I'm being the drum tech for more than 12 years now from that band, and they're so lovely guys. And then um, it's a really honor for me to be in your show, and unfortunately I was not in the position to come to the United States myself. It's always on my to-do list the next years, with or without the band, that doesn't matter, but better it would be with the band. But
Yes.
uh, there are so many bands in the United States. I love listening to their music, and I know they are so many brilliant underground bands. I love bands like Armored Saint for about 25 years. They are still underground and they are so fucking brilliant with their new album. And yeah, it would be a great honor to meet so many musicians in the United States, to talk about them. How is life going in the United States? How is making music in the United States? I think that would be great. And so greetings to all of the bands in California or wherever they are. Maybe we can share a stage together sometime. I don't know where it will take us, but yeah. But in Germany, first of all, I have to thank it to say hello to the Brainstorm guys.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, Andy, before I end, I just want to I want to give a special shout out to the Essential Guitarist Group, to Curtain Call Promotions, to El Puerto Records, Mr. Bishop. Thank you. Also, I want to give a special shout out to my guests that will be on next Wednesday. Get ready, dreamers, because Beasto Blanco is going to be right here on Hanging with the Dreamer next
Great,
Wednesday.
great.
Beasto Blanco, Chuck Garrett, Miss Calico Cooper will be right here in Dreamland Studios next Wednesday. So
You will have lots of fun with them. I promise you.
I can't wait. I'm just like,
They are really
yeah.
great. They are really great.
I'm just like, yeah. That's awesome. It's going to be it, and also I want to. It's going to be amazing. And also, I just wanted to give a quick shout out also to everybody in the chat today. Tell a friend, share this show. Check out all of Mission in Blacks, all of Andy Black's links in the description box below. Buy music, buy the merchandise, buy the shirts, support this band because Mission in Black has got a bright future. From what I can see, and from what I've felt, and from what I've experienced, this band has a bright future. Support this band, back this band, because as you see by my dear friend Andy Black, this band will not disappoint you. And
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you, everybody. See you next Wednesday back here for Vista Blanco. Hey, Andy, it's an honor and a privilege. Thank you. And I want you to come back. I want you to know that you're more than welcome to come back. Just if you had international calling, I would give you my number. Just shoot me an email. You're all you got to do is message me and let me know, "Hey Will, I want to come back on your show." We'll make it happen. Thank you.
That sounds really cool. Thank you very, very much for having me the last hours here in the show. And thanks also all the ladies and the guys writing in the chat. I read some of them. Yeah, thanks for having me. And check out our videos on YouTube and leave a comment or whatever you want. Maybe you like it, maybe you're not, but it's all about the music in the end. And yeah, greetings to the United States. And I hope it's getting warmer in Germany again the next months. In California, I think it's a bit warmer.
A bit, a little bit. We a little bit.
A
We
little
we
bit.
we had a great rain today. So,
Great.
but I think it's over with, and I think I'm looking out the window. I think the sun is starting to come out. So we'll see.
We'll see.
The but thank you, Andy. Everybody, check out Mission in Black's videos. Check out Mission in Black's links. Support creativity, support your bands, support the dreamers, support hanging with the dreamer. Let's help each other out. Let's all grow together because the times are truly uncertain and we need to stay positive. We need to keep pushing forward. Let's stick together, everybody, because together is the only way we're going to get through all of this. If we stick together, be kind to each other, treat each other with love and respect, that's the only way that we're going to get through this terrible, tragic, tragic time. Thank you, everybody. Stay inspired. Be Blanco next Wednesday. Thank you, everybody. Andy, I will be right with you. Support, support, support Mission in Black, everybody. This is truly a great, great band. I love
Thanks a lot.
Mission. I love Mission in Black. Thank you, everybody.